Welcome to part 3 of the covered bridges of Alabama. This episode is going to have 3 bridges. This Clarkston leg that I'm standing in front of now, the Swan covered bridge, and the Waldo covered bridge. Now the Waldo covered bridge is closed down. You'll see that at the end of the video. And there are no trespassing signs, and you can't get to it unless possibly I can crawl down into the creek and wade the creek down and take a couple of pictures of it, which I haven't decided I'm going to do yet or not. But at the end of the Waldo covered bridge, there may be some photos. There may not. I haven't made that decision yet. So just bear with me on that one. Thanks for joining today. Enjoy this trip. I wanted to show this to you folks. This house is here on display, and this is the way a lot of houses were built, especially in the South back in the old days before air conditioning, electricity, and all that. And that's called the breezeway through the center there. And what they would do is have living quarters on one side of the house, and there would be the breezeway in the center, and then over on the other side of the house, that's where they would do their cooking, laundry, and all that kind of stuff. So they would try to keep everything that had to do with heat over on one side while they did their living in the other side, which they would have the ability to keep a little bit cooler. And this is really kind of typical of one of these old houses, to have a big front porch. This would be a gathering area, or place where people would relax. And that's an old church pew, it looks to be. And over here was something that's still popular today, but which was very popular back in the old days when we used to have front porches, and that is this front porch swing here. Now they've apparently taken one side of this and turned it into ladies and men's rooms, which is a good idea for the park. And out back here, now this is really not like the old days. You wouldn't have a deck on the back of your house, but they have some kind of pond restoration project going on. So we have a pretty good size boardwalk all around through here. Thought I would show you just a little bit of that. And over there is apparently another old house they saved. We'll go take a look at that. There is some hiking trail if you want to get involved in it. If I find out how long this is, I'll put the length down at the bottom of this video. But this is our walkthrough, and I don't know if you can tell, but these boards are up and down like a roller coaster. This is a pretty long bridge. Long and narrow. Let's stop here and look a second. There's the bridge that people use right now, the concrete, and it crosses this creek. I see a turtle down there. Well, let's complete this walk. This is the Clarkston Leg Bridge, Coleman County, Alabama. And it's for foot traffic only. It's no longer in use. Now this bridge does have a place that if you have something that could go down through some rough road through some mud holes, down in through some deep ruts. You could get down here and have yourself some outdoor fun, a picnic, do some off-roading. So this is all available. Let me see if I can get down to the river and get a long shot of the bridge. Here's Swan Covered Bridge from a river's view. This is really a nice looking place. This would be a good place to spend the day if somebody wanted to. Look at that cliff overhang up there. So if you're looking for covered bridges, don't come to this one. This is listed as Waldo, Alabama, and what you find is private property, no trespassing signs, and you find closed gates, and apparently, from what I've read, this used to be a grist mill, and then someone had turned it into a restaurant, but I don't really know that. I don't see any signs of restaurant. Maybe I do. There is a vent hood back over there, so maybe this was a restaurant at one time. But anyway, the road is blocked off, and I don't see anything that even resembles what even used to look like a covered bridge. And there, out in front of this property, there's a for sale sign if anyone's interested in that. But I'm not, so I guess over there is the new concrete bridge. And when the other bridge was put out of service, I don't know. You can usually find a history of these things on Wikipedia if you want to look them up. But this was the covered bridge that was supposed to be at Waldo, Alabama. Don't come here.